We sold 1.4 million cups at TikTok, Shenwei, which 0.2 billion renminbi.
The core key point is this cost-effective and efficient sales channel that you discovered in the early days. This is the biggest opportunity for Chinese entrepreneurs. Today we had a great time with the founder of Meoky. Every 10 TK cups sold in each district, 7 of them were sold.
In 22 years, he officially entered the company to become an e-commerce store, made the brand TikTok, Thermos Cup, Cup Pot this category. We sold about 1.4 million cups at TikTok last year. I made a donation of about 0.2 billion renminbi. At the peak, the category of thermos cups was mentioned. Our market share is about 70%. At present, it is the first in the category of American area and kitchen. The British district is also the first in cider.
Mexico is the first in the class. Now ordinary people have no chance to cross the border.
I must have suggested that they go to, say, college to major, may choose cross-border e-commerce or English. This is a must for cross-border e-commerce. I think the growth of domestic e-commerce has reached a relatively wholesale growth. However, the growth of cross-border e-commerce has great growth opportunities in the next few years. The new platform may have a better chance. Attract come up and down. Especially now is the street. Potential energy is great.
Do you think that if ordinary people do cross-border e-commerce or TK, he faces the greatest threshold?
I think a selection, in one direction, from selection to stocking, to understand the local culture. There are also overseas warehouses to learn the whole process. There is a certain threshold, but the opportunity still exists. Anyone who does cross-border e-commerce must first understand their own advantages, whether you are a supply chain advantage or a content advantage.
Of the class, the seller of tremolo, including naughty sellers and so on, do you think if they want to be like you, they'll go out to sea successfully? You think they'll face the biggest threshold, so...
The seller with trembles enters the game. Well, it's true that their advantage is more. Many teams move directly.
Domestic.
It turns out that the good products sold in China. Maybe they don't care in Europe and America. Another Amazon seller, they do cross-border products themselves. Obviously, I sell very well on Amazon. However, TikTok, I can't do anything. I don't know how to do content. If the team that has not done cross-border e-commerce is to be admitted, may have to address product needs. This product may exist in the country. This demand.
Is it really needed overseas? This is the product you just mentioned. There is also a content capability of a technology. Right. I'm curious how you fight this category.
The most popular Stanley car sold in the United States. The case of burning the cup. Stanley, this brand of this cup, made a big marketing. We captured this information when he first started to measure. We're already back to America. Probably a solid color. Then I'll just fade. Yeah, the gradient. We're probably out of the pattern. Our team has never done this kind of interest e-commerce before. At first, I tried to make short videos myself. Do your own live broadcast. The efficiency is not particularly good, but one day, the order suddenly exploded. My users, he bought my product. Go and help me post a video with the goods. After this video broke, our order went up. At that time, the most central piece of information was captured. Red marketing is a sector with a particularly high production ratio. I only have to pay the cost of the product, plus the cost of logistics. This answer is received. This sample helps us make a video. It will be much more efficient than our entire team to make videos.
At that time, most of TK's sellers still haven't found the talent channel.
Everyone is talking about short video live. We talked to a dozen or 20 people, specialized in Redman marketing. In November and December of 23, the whole industry is talking about Redman marketing, but by then we'd been doing it for a year.
The core key point is that you discovered this cost-effective and efficient sales channel management marketing in the early stage.
Right. The third sector is indeed product innovation. We made a good attempt in 24 cup. It's a very regular product, but we add emotional value to regular products. For example, we will speak for teachers and nurses. And the other one, it's Halloween. Christmas has a theme.
Packaging designed for the solar turn day.
Why is our talent sticky? I told him on Mother's Day. We have a new one for Mother's Day. I even told him I had a new Christmas model.
It can constantly stimulate other people.
Right. At the peak of our product, 10 new models can be produced in a month.
Standing at this node today, do you think it's possible to do this again?
The difficulty is already great. It is important to catch a first opportunity. At that time, well-known American brands, they don't like shaving heads, so we go all out to do it. We got a good result. Today, many local brands in the United States have been put on the shelves. Their search traffic is greater than 60%. We did it for 2 years. Search traffic has also increased from a few percent to 30% now. But the brand awareness in the United States is much higher than ours.
What defensive moves will you do during this process?
The market share we made in the early days was too high. Native American brands, they have cut through the market in order to get into it. He'll focus on digging up my head. I give 15% of my answer, 18% commission. He gave me a 40% commission on the answer. Many Talents will give us feedback on which brand to let us bring the goods for him. Maybe $400 for a video. $500. We may not have given a penny until now. Let's realize that they are also paying a lot of money to cut into this market. American users, he always pay attention to product quality. We are more to stick to our original heart and constantly iterate our products.
To face the competition of overseas local brands, this wave of domestic entrepreneurs, can he learn from your style of play? I also play the brand.
It must be something to learn from. From a point, their team's familiarity with the market. As for the demand of users in this market for his products, early research must be clear. This brand, in theory, it will give priority to inviting some well-known local brands, but it may take you a year to bring them in from the invitation.
This, I think, is the greatest opportunity for Chinese entrepreneurs. The role of local enterprises is too slow. They still think TK is an advertising platform.
But really on top can be short-sighted banned goods. Their cognition is not deep enough for us.
What is the main purpose of this visit to Japan?
I want to focus on research. Japan actually has the highest amount of thermos cups per capita in the world. I haven't seen the car cup yet. It's said that there is a push for these brands, but this cup in Japan I do not have a certain risk. Japanese customers like this wide-mouthed cup. Large capacity cups still exist.
Your products were previously in North America. In other markets are made of ice.
The ice? Right.
The Japanese may prefer to drink hot water. Do you want to do a product research? Right. In addition to the new state plan, what chance do you have next? Well,
2 steps. 1 is a new state. We'll focus on doing it. What about the other plate? With my answer, bring goods. The proportion of women is relatively high, so I also want to find some categories with a high proportion of women.
Let your talent take it again. So if we have related products, want to do the North American market, in the Mexican market, and so on, he wants to do TK, this channel can be. We work together.
Right.